After 30 years of people pleasing, a guy who took 25 minutes to tie a bag broke me. I finally spoke up. Posted on r/TrueOffMyChest for my entire adult life, I've been a textbook people pleaser. My approach to confrontation: retreat, withdraw, and silently let boundaries get crossed. It has cost me relationships because I was never really present in them, a passive wallflower. But in the past 2 months, I decided that pattern dies now. For my sanity and my relationships, I was done. I'm a delivery driver for a small, busy, family-run kitchen manufacturer. The bosses are brilliant, and the crew is solid. Everyone's been here 10+ years, and I'm the new guy at 2 years. We work hard, no drama, no slackers. Recently, an extremely experienced guy left, and they hired 2 people to replace his inhuman workload. One of them, new guy, was hired specifically to assist drivers, check units, gather small parts, like hinges, and load the vans. Simple stuff. Now, I pride myself on being patient with newbies. I spent years in restaurants and despise veteran staff who are mean to the new hires. Having said that, new guy has been here 2 months, 40 hours a week, and I genuinely think he's learned nothing. He still acts lost, struggling with basic paperwork in the factory flow. It's confusing, sure, but how do you not grasp common sense after 320 hours? He constantly asks if I want help loading while he's running around like a startled ferret. We load the van in the same specific, simple order 90% of the time. Yet, he still tries to put the last pieces on first. Our manager is incredibly patient, practically holding his hand, and my co-driver and I have repeated the same basic instructions until we're blue in the face. Today, he hit peak incompetence. He spent the first 25 minutes of his shift meticulously counting 40 small door hinges and putting them into a plastic bag. 25 minutes. While I was loading the van myself. He finally walks over and asks where to put the bag. Out of 18 perfectly secure options, he chooses the only unit with an exposed front face, guaranteeing the bag would fly out during transit. I fixed it, biting my tongue so hard I almost bled. I get to the site, open the van, and discover the final, unbelievable act: he didn't even tie the F***king bag. The hinges were scattered everywhere. 25 minutes, and he couldn't even manage a simple knot. I drove back, silently seething. The dam was about to burst. I pull into the bay, still vibrating with rage. Before I can even step out, I find out he forgot to put a crucial item in the previous delivery, meaning I have to drive back there again, adding a full hour to my day. He walks up to me and says, "Do you want help loading the van, mate?" That's when I snapped. Not with a shout, but with a sudden, icy calm. You know, loading the van is one of the main parts of your job. So why are you always asking me if I want help when you should just be doing it? He looked genuinely shocked. "I'm happy to help you load the van, mate, I was just asking." "Mate, you were hired to help us do this, but you never do. You're always running around doing nothing. And when you do help, you bring me the wrong things or take 25 minutes to do a simple task. It's time you start using your initiative. You've been here 8 weeks now." I finally stood up to someone who was actively making my life harder. I drove off for that redelivery and felt an exhilaration I haven't felt in years. I felt like a new man. I'm not going to turn into an asshole, but I am done being a doormat. From now on, when I feel let down, disrespected, or just plain annoyed for too long, I'm speaking my mind. My journey from people pleaser to boundary setter just started. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. The fact that you called him a startled ferret is hysterical. But keep setting those boundaries, they're worth it for your own peace of mind. Commenter 2. What is that, a minute and 40 seconds per hinge? You've got more patience than me, OP, startled to strangled ferret. Commenter 3 in response. Hey. Give the new guy a break. That 25 minutes included untying and then readying his shoes 4 times. OP in response. I was aiming for brevity in the post, but he literally spent the first 5 to 10 minutes in the toilet. I know because the toilet is beside the clocking machine and he went in after clocking in. So I'll cut him some slack. It didn't exactly take him 25 minutes to do the hinges. It took 15, which TBH is still bananas, and going for a shit after clocking in is bats hit insane to me. I'm all for pooping on company time, but 14 seconds after clocking in? Nah. Commenter 4. It's your boss's fault. They put him in the wrong job for his brain. Take your shiny new spine to management and ask them to rearrange staffing. OP in response. Ha ha ha, I agree 100%, mate. Shiny new spine tickled me. I was actually gonna speak to management tomorrow about him as it would be the end of his 8 weeks and that was my deadline. But his moronic behavior today just triggered me. LOL, I'll be speaking to the bosses first thing to cover myself for sure.
White Abyss here. Honestly, I'm really proud of this guy for speaking up and saying something. If you ever worked with someone who's absolutely useless at everything they do at their job, I feel their pain. It's honestly difficult having a coworker that makes the job harder than it has any right to be.